All right. First off, I want to say Kal Halalullah, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Now this is the brother Yawahala from the Kingston, Jamaica camp. With me, I have the brother,
Zach.
right? And want to do a lesson basically the end of Roman gain. So this is basically a lesson we're going to put together of the fall of the Roman Empire. You see me? As we're in the second leg of the Roman Empire, or the one that's built with um Mary clay and steel. You see me? Or I think copper and Mary clay. You understand? And this is just the far, and this is just basically we're going into basically prophecies lining up with today's society, right? So we can show you how tit for tat things are going down, you get me? Because a lot,
Um, do you refer to the foot Daniel 2?
yeah,
Iron and Miracle.
iron and miracle, so like that. You see me? So basically, we're going through basically prophecy and current events and aligning them with the scripture as the scripture bring up the measuring stick here in second Ezra, if we can get that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Second Ezra 9.
Coming up. This is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Exactly. You see me? So we reach that point where we don't say, oh, um, we use prophecies as a measuring tool. You understand me? To see the time where we in. You understand me? As you say, measure the time though diligently within itself. You see me? If you know which time period we in, if we're at the end, close to the end, or that's it. You understand me? So this is what we use the precepts, is it me? Prophecies. I will look in today's society and we'll see how we're living. You get me? And align it with the scriptures to know where we're at. Is it me? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3, it says, verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand. And they just what they them running in France, they're running from Black Rock. It says uproars of the people, all right? It says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world at a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the eyes of plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs.
Exactly, yo. You get me? Those same signs that we're gonna show you, yo. A case in point, the brother just bring out say, yo, in France, them run down from Black Rock. You get me? If you understand economics, you see me, or in current events when it comes to the finance sector, you know that BlackRock and Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken, are two companies that literally own stakes in every company in the world, yo. You get me? The amount of stocks and bonds are own part of the company in almost every major company across the globe. You understand me? So they control your finance, they control the narrative, they control what any final decision, any little thing like that, yo. You understand me? And a lot of people don't know these companies. You understand me? You understand? So most of these things are coming, they're coming to public's eye because a lot of people are becoming more and more aware of it. Although enough people don't know about them, look at something here. More and more people are being it sound away, but yeah, more people are being woken basically because of this social media. If you understand it, yo, you get me. The truth is going out further and further, and more people being woken up, right, by the destruction of this society. You understand me? Because those same companies, as me say, control everything that you know and we don't know. You understand me? Get me Revelation 18 and 2.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Exactly, yo. And that place is what? America. You understand me? America is Babylon the Great. You get me? The new Babylon the Great. You see me? And also, America is the modern day Rome. You understand me? So the scripture show you say, oh, Babylon has fallen, meaning America has fallen. You understand me? And that is prophecy to come. You get me? If you know what revelation means, it means to reveal, and it's showing you that America is going to come to an end. You get me? Babylon the Great. You understand? And this is what I talk about. Cause look what them little things that are happening across the world, earthquakes, you see me? People uprooting, you get me? And a part of that was the brother say, oh, Black Rock being run into in France. So people are make themselves known, say, yo, look, foolishness are going, yo. You get me? In America just the other day, people are saying that their accounts, the money are going to raise, or the money basically get put on hold, or them say a negative balance, or them can't draw the money. You get me? All of these things are happening now. You understand me? A big change in the finance industry, in the structure of your money. Wait to move over to a structure called Fed now. You see me? This are the new system where them a push to the people, yo. You understand me? And people are becoming more and more aware of this and say, yo, look, if them push Fed now, isn't this a digital currency? You see me? Isn't this something where them are use to control all the way the finances? They might get rid of PayPal, Cash App, you see me? Payoneer, you understand me? Any third party payment system where you use, they might get rid of it and replace it with one system Fed now. You understand me? And people are becoming very curious and very hesitant to this. So what them do? They bring out an article on this to talk about Fed now. Hush hush it. Because we know say yo, this is a part of the new system that is to be put in place to push prophecy that when they make money digital, you see me, it's supposed to move over to a chip. You understand me? Hence why this the prophecy will be fulfilled. And it calls it all about small and great, rich and poor, free and born. You get me? I can't buy or sell without this mark. This is all a part of prophecy, yo. You get me? And these are the footsteps, are the footprints. So no say, yo, this is what needs to happen to lead up to that time. You understand me? If we can go into the article, if you don't mind, bro.
Yeah, man, do you think?
All right, so this is I have the article here, not related to a digital currency. US central bank addresses concerns over FedNow payment network. You see me? So them say them address concern because people are think about it and say, yo, this don't make no sense. This look like China all over again because what they have these types of system over there, yo. You understand me? Where you're literally controlled, watch, and monitored for everything you do and penalized for the least little thing you're doing, yo. You get me? America move over to such a lifestyle or such dictatorship. You see me? Over in the land of the bold and the free. No go so yo. You give me Fed now will replace cash. The US central bank insists. You see me? Because as we said, people are becoming more and more aware of this and their concerns grow more and more. You get me? So them might try to push this now for assure people say, yo, look, no go so paper money or cash are still gonna get circulated and used. When the US Federal Reserve announced the launch of the FedNow service in July, it it sparked immediate opposition and led many to believe it is one of the initial stages of an American central bank digital currency (CBDC). Several prominent economists and politicians have cautioned that the CBDC would bring about greater surveillance of Americans' financial transactions. You see, so them are making know say you look everything you do, you gotta have what you call a digital footprint. You understand me? Any little thing you buy, sell, trade, transfer, or do, it's going to be monitored and labeled. Say, yo, last week Tuesday you did do this, this, and this. You did buy them type of thing here. Why you buy them type of something here? What them something are used for? You understand me? Everything will be monitored. You see me? In order to quell fears, the Fed now issued an update on April 7, 2023, in which it raised the question: is Fed now replacing cash? Because with cash, it's not traceable. You understand me? You can get any amount of cash and buy something, and they don't know where you go for pay, how much you pay, or where you get. But with Fed now, everything is more digital. So everything you do is kept on your record, on your person. You understand me? Then pull up your record and you can see when last year you go do something, which gym you go, if you got a gym, where you go after gym because you go this place and purchase this, this, and this. All of this is monitored and recorded. You see me? With cash, you can do all of that without being known. Right? And it says here, and it is a central bank digital currency. The question. The central bank maintains that Fed now accomplish neither of these objectives and emphasize that the project is solely focused on instant payments. The Fed's update unequivocally states Fed now is not related to a digital currency. The U.S. Central Bank notice adds. And this is something where we even go through out here in Jamaica where they might push the needs. You see me? Consolidation of all the identity into one and call it the needs national identification system. You see me? You have a one ID, and with a one ID, they possibly will have all your bank card. You get me? If I need to make any purchase with it, you can do it because what it's supposed to have everything consolidated into one. You understand me? And people out here are making concerns about this because they must say, oh, if everything are in a one, that means anything we do, you get me? I go link to this one identifier. You get me? Which then push. Just the other day in Jamaica, where you have a passport where you use what? A chip inside of it. You understand me? That stores what? Your biometric data. Anything you do is linked to that identifier and trackable. It's the same thing with Fed now, and I'm gonna try quell concerns about it. You see me? Continue. It says your Fed now is a payment service for Federal Reserve. Slovakia. FedNow is a payment service the Federal Reserve is making available for banks and credit unions to transfer funds. It is like other Federal Reserve payment service such as FedWire and FedACH. The FedNow service is neither a form of currency nor a step towards eliminating any form of payment, including cash. I will not say, yo, that's a lie, yo. You get me? Because the narrative where them a push say, yo, this supposed to replace cash. This supposed to be a safer mechanism. This supposed to be seamless. This supposed to be easy to use. You get me? All a part of the plan from remove cash from the system, yo, and they've done this to other country. If I'm not mistaken, I think Guyana, them they do this. You see me? When them short, them literally print new money or drop a new currency, not new currency, a new notes or bills. You see me? And then make it limited. And the people them can't use it because the old money they make it null and void, but the new money limited.
I think Nigeria.
Nigeria. See? Alright. So what bro. If you can get me Psalms 55 and 21 double question.
The Psalms 55 and 21 says the word of his mouth were smoother than butter.
right?
Hold on.
Because Esau will tell you everything will sound good. You get me? That are gonna make you feel good. That are gonna look right in your eyes. Yeah, man, that makes sense. All right, let's do it. You get me? Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. I agree. Yo, we're gonna make a better society. We're gonna use this. It's gonna improve society, improve the economics, improve the structure of the banking system. All of them good stuff. They're gonna tell you, encourage you, make you feel good. Like say, yo, say this makes sense. You understand me? And it's safe to use and good to use, right? Oh, we're not gonna be done away with cash. No, no, nothing like that, man. We're still gonna use the system. We're gonna use cash. It's gonna be safe. That's what Esau gonna push. That's the narrative we're gonna push. You get me? We'll continue, bro.
Let's start 20. It says, he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him,
Mm-hmm.
broken his covenant.
Mm-hmm. You get me? That's Esau. Every way I'm going to make treaties and break that treaty, yo. You get me? Make treaties or peace treaty or whatever, a bond. And before you know it, him a war against the other country where him say, oh, he make a treaty with. That's the nature of Esau. Go on.
And the whole idea of this is for convenience, and it's to basically improve on what you call it. For example, the UN goal, if you have everybody have identity, then a push say it's actually for people betterment, and people believe, so them accept it. But what them want to do? Ultimately, if a totalitarian take over.
Yep.
It says, verse 21, he says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords.
Exactly. You understand me? Because him have a hidden agenda. You see me? Esau will tell you something right now, and in two tools, him there they put you against. A prime example of this, yo. Scripture say you never trust thy enemy. You see me? As iron rust. You see me? So is his wickedness, roughly paraphrasing. Because guess what? In the hurricane season, I think Katrina that happened over in the US. You see me? When them live good with the so-called blacks living in the neighborhood and the so-called whites, and them say them live good together. By the time the hurricane gone, yo, the so-called whites show them true color, yo, guns were drawn. You get me? And the so-called whites warn the blacks, say, yo, look, if you come over here, man, I shoot you, kill you. You get me? That's the whole nature of Esau. And this is not to say only in the times of trouble. You get me? No, even in good times, Esau will look at you and tell us, yeah, man, everything is good. You will have these benefits for you, or have these opportunities that will be laid out. We'll have a lot of jobs set out for people because we have to hire a lot of people to do these things and to do all of these tracking and to do all of these. Yeah, man, it's gonna be all good and dandy. You get me? But two tools, you look, it's to oppress you even more and more. You get me? That is Esau. You understand me? All to push towards his agenda. And what's his agenda? That new world order, yo, to get the promise. Esau want to taste that promise. You finish that, bro?
Oh, yeah, finish.
All right. We continue in the same article. In a recent interview, economist Richard Warner expressed concern about the timing of FedNow project. Why is it so convenient? Them a drop this no. You get me? You know what it said? Describing it as a so like you're describing it as suspicious. Yo, this don't make sense. It's something not align up. You get me? Esau said one thing, but in actions are the something else, and that's the devil for you, yo. You get me? The arbitrary death.
As was it the natives say in full tongue, never trust the so-called white man, he's full tongue.
Yep.
Him say one thing and do the other. So like you're saying among the natives.
Yep.
Alright.
Warner linked the, the initiative to a central bank digital currency, uh, a sentiment shared by George Representative um, mm, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who criticized FedNo on April 5th. In recent times, several U.S. lawmakers have exposed um, legalization that would prohibit CBDC initiatives. You see me? And they did the same out here when it comes on to the needs. You get me? Them say yo needs just don't make sense, yo. You understand me? Why you gonna want so much people data? Where is this data being stored? Who have access to such data? You understand me? And when they bring it to the Supreme Court shut it down, say, oh no, there's a huge breach in user privacy in this. You see me? And them have to revamp it. But guess what? Them sneak it under the door when COVID, the big C, when the big C was out, them sneak it under the door and legalize it, yo. You understand me? But that was Jamaica. America does what it wants, and if it can't get what it wants, it creates a false flag. And as them say, never let a good crisis go to waste. Hence the Twin Towers. Hint, hint. You see me? You have a preset, bro?
Yeah. Well, going back to the end of this system, because all of what take place right now is the last major prophecies to wrap this up. You know,
Yep.
would they bring this out a camp yesterday? Let's get it real quick. This is Second Ezra, chapter 11, and it's referring to the ancient Roman Empire, namely the Caesars. But as scripture said, the beast went off his head, were wounded unto death, and did live because Rome is back again, right? Living through America and well, basically NATO and the EU, right? So this is Second Ezra 11. I start at verse 36. It says, Then I heard. Yes, then I've heard there. But anyways, it says, Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee. And the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? So the four beasts is the last major kingdom that's going to be on the earth. The last leg of the Roman Empire right now. It says, And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness.
And that's America basically, yo. You get me? Because it's greater than all the nation, all the beasts before. You understand me? All the kingdoms that were set before it. You get me? Right now, them say, yo, mighty and great is America. You get me? Roughly, paraphrasing that phrase. You understand me? Go ahead.
It says, Over the world with great fearfulness, and over which Rome did this, but as they say, America did it again, because scripture for them was what? The arm of the earth. It says, And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelled he upon the earth with deceit.
Exactly. One of them something they look on what them a do with South Africa, yo, them a push them whole LGBTQ on them. You get me? That it's a back and forth issue, yo. And people them say, yo, look, this is not a part of our customs and our laws. You get me? We ban this. And America say, yo, we're gonna lay sanctions upon you. You get me? All in terms of human rights and call it, yo. You get me? If on a human rights and democracy and running our country and say, yo, look, we are bringing democracy. You get me? And if you don't abide to our laws, you're going to be sanctioned. And if you don't, if you try fight back against our sanction, then what? War, yo. You get me? And America has one of the greatest army in the world. You see me? That's the power that they use. Go ahead.
This is how Rome had the greatest army, but then, name of we call him, like a division of them that possibly bring it out. known as I think the Iron Fleet or something like that.
Mhm.
Right? When basically them brushing the body, they running upon even us, right? Jerusalem, and we fell in 70 AD. Right? So it says, "For the earth as though not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek," which might even bring out 70 AD, "thou hast hurt the peaceably, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm."
Exactly, because America right now, America burning all like food supplies, yo. All like storehouses where save food, them abundant magically. You understand me? Right now, Ukraine are one of the biggest bread basket for seeds. You get me? Or greens. You understand me? And what happened to them now? Big war. You get me? America fund that war to continually push it. You get me? That put a strain on the whole world's economy. You understand me? Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body," which again, you in Rome, but Rome is again today. If you can see it, we lived through America, right? European Union. And so they're about to basically come to an end, them rulership. Come to an end, Malachi 1 verse 4. I see them arise and build the desolate places, but what the most I cast it down. That's what we're witnessing right now, living the prophecies of the fall of Babylon, or the fall of Esau. Babylon N, Mystery Babylon, the great N, right? Fall symbolizing the fall of Esau, the
Mm-hmm.
so-called white race. And when I down, Phil,
Yeah.
this is Isaiah 47 verse 1 says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Right, so them support them come to the to nothing, right, from them highest state. And they start by we see like from the collapse of the dollar, right? Nations that say, "Yeah, we don't want this no more." It's just like Rome. Rome, well, in 1971 when Nixon removed the dollar from the gold standard, was similar to when Rome started spread thin, and in them couldn't them when them started now them the I don't remember the name of them currency, but it was gold plated. It's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
gold. So then you know like them change it and put knockoff, right? Fake.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, them they use either zinc or silver. No, not silver, zinc or copper underneath it and plate it with gold. And then after a while, they used to plate it with like say copper or something with wood underneath it. You get me?
Hmm.
So after a while, the money they just stretch out thin, never value much or never value anything.
Yep. And that's America right now. The money a fall. And for your money fail you, you basically lose your power. See, Saudi Arabia make moves to basically come off the petrodollar.
Yeah.
So
Um
cause hyperinflation.
Yeah, India, if I'm not mistaken, the BRICS nation, them were under the BRICS banks or BRICS nations, them will move from the dollar. You get me? The Arabs them say that, the Indians say that. You see me? Right now, China, the yen is one of the most traded in a Russia. You get me? And the rupees also. You get me? Everybody are move away from the US dollar, yo. Now make sense. You see me? And this I go further the fall of the US dollar, yo. The economic collapse of the dollar because what the dollar is the world reserve currency. You understand me? It is used to trade the so-called black gold, which is oil. You understand me? And oil is one of the most precious commodities in today's society, yo. Thanks to the elites, they make this way. You understand me? And all of that feel they think are gonna happen. fall of the system, you finish that, bro?
Let's see. Verse read two more. It says, take the millstones and grind meal, and cover thy locks, make bare the legs, and cover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and will not meet thee as a man. As for a Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou in silence, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Exactly, because guess what? There was no literally. You can check the history. There was literally no World War fought in America, yo. American soil was not defiled like that. You understand me? It's a land of what them call opportunity and prosperity. You get me? That's how America is seen. But guess what? All of them folly, all of them wickedness, everybody I look upon it now and I say, oh, I really this place where I look and say, oh, great is this country. You get me? Every country I go waste it, yo. You see me? As scripture say, oh, them I drop them nukes in it and make it a wasteland. You understand me? That's what's going to happen to America. So America is going to be nothing in times to come. You understand me? And the Lord is going to come. You get me? And take the elites out from where them are hide and shut them up in slavery, yo. No escape.
Mm-hmm. Now finish now.
You can get me Genesis 47 and 15.
Yep. Mhm.
You can just read 15 to 17.
It's Genesis 47, verse 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt,
Yeah, and today and right now America is a spiritual Egypt, yo. You get me? Which means the Hebrew word matazarium, which means straits are double straits, bondage, basically. Right now, people are serving bondage in America or Americas, because not only America but in the Caribbean. You get me? And basically all over the world people get scattered, but we're serving in hardcore slavery still over here. And people still think them free and because they can go to the store down the road and buy a bottle of milk and drink them think them alright. Not so, yo. Go ahead.
says, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why we die in thy presence, for the money failed. And this even remind me of the article here, so like they must say why this the whole Fed now thing will come up all of a sudden. Because at the end of the day, it's all about no man might buy or sell CAV than the mark. Yeah, because this current we call it now, let's see, a lack of a better term. The whole financial system was set up right now. Esau plan to do away with it and set up a new financial system that's going to be digital, attached with what? The digital all, right? The MOTB. So when money fail, the Esau know people I want to come to him. Take a chip. Like what Crofton tell people, oh, if I want water, take a joke. Verse 16, it says, and Joseph said, give your cattle, and I'll give you for your cattle if money fail. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the horses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year.
And look at that, yo. People them give up them livelihood basically for bread so them can eat. What say now when money fail? You get me? People are give up them free them legit freedom when them not have them and get up, yo. You get me? Become willing slaves just for bread. You understand me? That is exactly what's going to happen when money fail. Because guess what? People think that money can't fail, but it does. It has happened already. The economic collapse. You see me? Recession. We have gone through that many times. You understand me? But because them things say, because them say society are continue and go along and everything is fine. Them things say, yo, we will overcome. Nothing like that will happen, yo. Look at the time in what happened in Egypt. It's going to be worse in this time to come, It's going to happen on a global scale. It's not going to happen just within a certain geographical area. You know, say, oh, that it just happened in Egypt, but you don't know what happened in the other parts of the world where people build civilization at that time, or kingdoms at that time. You get me? You're going to have a time where this is gonna happen all across the world where people gonna suffer. You get me? But people are gonna willingly give themselves over to that character, You get me?
Scripture said
Just so that
this.
go ahead, sorry.
Hey, Scripture say, let's get it real quick. Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, so everybody in causing like one continent is are people in one geographical area. No, he caused it also this will be pushed on the whole earth. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, see if he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yep. Nail upon the head right there. So I want to look up that word mark while I was going this. When I look up that, I will still be going in that. You see, when I look up the word mark, you see me, it go back to charagma. You get me? A pale or steak, you see me, or carving. You understand? When I look up that, you go into the word carax, you see me, which means an incision with a sharp tool. You get me? And when I look up carax, you get grapho, written information. And we've seen that played out countless of times. You get me? In the NIDS, you see me? National Identification System, all your data being consolidated on a single card. We're seeing it in the passport. You see me? Digital passport where you have a chip that has all your records on it. You see me? It will show your flight history. It will show your country, your date of birth, everything about you. So when them go so boop on the system, them can see everything about you. The criminal records to know if they want you in another country. So we've seen this in many instances being used in society. You understand me? Now consolidate all of that. They're gonna have it in a little chip, small as a grain of rice, and implant it in you. And without that, you can't function in society. And we've seen people making videos of the new Walmart systems over in America, where you don't have to do nothing. Cameras are all about, and it's where you take up and deduction come off already. So when you bag it and everything, you walk through and it already scan your information or your account and um deduct whatever off of your card online. You understand me? Amazon stores are like that. You understand me? And when you make your practice for the wave your hand across a system to go in. You understand me? And with that, you just wave your hand and you make your payments, That's it. So them literally move people in other state of mind. It's called predictive programming. Tell you about it, show you, make you live it little. So when you get the full blown implementation of that system, you don't feel weird. You just feel normal because you've been already indoctrinated in the idea, in the philosophy of this. You see me? That is Esau. That's his whole agenda, right? Which in never see come to pass. Because the scripture tells you, if you can get me that, bro, when he's about to fill his belly,
Mm-hmm.
Job,
Yep. This is Job 20 and verse to the point 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Which word wicked here is from the Hebrew aimal, which go back to laborers, which started with us. We build him, we build this.
yep,
On showing chains. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. he shall flee from the iron weapon.
You get me? No, continue.
It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him, and it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Yeah, scripture tell us say, yo, missiles are gonna rain down upon him, yo, make way sign. You see me? Esau gonna be nothing when the Lord is done with him, yo. You get me? And this is why I tell us, say, yo, Esau put all them hands all over you, yo, just to feel that promise, just to get to that glory where him so desire. And the scripture, as the scripture said, when he's about to fill his belly, when him thinks say, yo, him about to get it, the Lord will come and prove him wrong. Yo, this is not for you. You get me? You had all your fun. Pack up your things. It's time to leave slavery. You understand me? And this is what we're telling you. The system, Rome, is going to fall again. It did happen already. You see me? Scripture tell about the beast being wounded with a great wound. You get me? And him get healed from it. No, this time he might get put down, yo. You get me? There's no recovering from what's going on. Yep.
Let's see. I'll try to get it here in a minute.
I think at 13, and up. I think probably 13 and 13 or 13 and 12.
13 and 3.
13 and 3?
Yeah, Revelation 13 and 3. It says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wonder after the beast.
Exactly, because that was Rome, yo. When Rome failed, when Rome came to an end, you get me? That was the great wound. You get me? And his wound was healed because Rome come back in a power in form of America, yo. You see me? Hence I will keep saying that this is the second leg of the Roman Empire. It's Rome all over again when they check society. You see me? We still follow that Roman system. You get me? The court system, the presidential system, or the government system, everything is still Rome all over again. You understand me? I will show you, say, yo, look, it fell before and it's going to happen again. There's no escape, yo. You get me? And the prophecies are going to prove such.
Now, one fear. It says, this is Revelation chapter 17 and verse, let me see, start of verse 8. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is, because Rome was, when this get written, Rome basically was, right? And then it fell, and then it came back, but it will fall again. It says, and here is the mind which had wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman seated, which is Neto. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is yet to come, which of the 5 that was fallen, but then would be let me see. Well, the many remember them whole name is the Franks and the Gauls and all them. I remember them whole name, but then be like Spain, Greek, Germany, Minor, and the one to come, the one that was Rome, and the one to come was Britain. You see me? It says, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, right, which is America, is of the 7, because he come out of what? Britain.
Yeah.
Go it into perdition. So it will fall as well. So it come from the seven heads, you see me? Rise out of the ashes like one in Phoenix.
Mhm.
See me? All
Yeah,
forget again.
yeah, the scripture call it little horn, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Scripture call it little horn will rise up. You get me? That's America. You understand me? Because it came from the same structure, but it greater than all that was set before it, yo. You get me? But guess what? It's mixed with what? Clay. In a stable. You understand me? Part strong and part weak. You get me? Because iron is strong, but clay is not. You understand me? And so too, the Lord will come and shatter the foot. You get me? Bringing down the American system, yo, because as you say, yo, Russia and China think say, yo, they got next. You understand me? That's why they're working so hard to it. And America is going to fight to the very end for them lose them power, yo. You
Mm-hmm.
get me? Best believe it. America now make China or Russia take over or beat them and subdue them. You understand
Just
me? Exactly. They rather fight, as you say, America have the greatest army along with what? NATO. You get me? If NATO do anything, it beg America for strength. You understand? But guess what? Not even that I gonna save them from the Messiah because the Lord are gonna come and deliver them people. The Lord are gonna come and put America down. Well, the Lord are gonna set, the Lord already set America for go down. You see me?
yeah,
So
Lord, rise of the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his vice against Babylon to destroy.
yep. So as I always say, yo, don't look for the next 5, 10, or 50 years in this, yo. You see me? America days are numbered. You understand me? And when the two last prophecies what I look for is the mass implementation of the chip. You see me? When that precept in Revelation, you can't buy or sell without it. You see me? And America being nuked, World War III. When you see them two things happen, we know say, yo, this is it, yo. We in those days. Look up, because at any time the Lord be cracking those skies.
As you say, when this begin to come to pass, then look up for redemption dry at night.
Yep. You see me? Hit that for my ending, bro. You have any precept?
No, that's it.
All right. So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. I want to say, Kal Halaliyamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak, Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways in this work in our sincerity and in our honesty. Sisters, believers, it helps. Shalom.
Shalom.